Welcome to Grab. Today we're going to get into some basic building. How to make a cube long level. Maybe, I don't know. Let's figure this out. This is my platform. I want to make sure my platform isn't really far apart. That way people playing aren't going every which way. I keep it the standard height and width of the standard block when you first come in. So to cube it in here, let's cube it in real quick. What I like to do is I use the copy button right here, and I go over to the green, scroll over the green, make sure you're on the green, click the copy, and then click your trigger and pull out. This keeps it on the same line of where we are, which is really important. Makes your levels look a lot more like perfect almost. So I'll make it over here. I'll skew it down just to work with it so it's not humongous. And I'll turn it over so it's perfect. Then I'll click on the click button over this, over the green, bring it over. Click on the blue down here, skew it up, and then skew this one up, whatever the height is. And then I'm also going to bring this across over here. So I'm going to duplicate it on the arrow as well so it stays perfect. Click the copy button and then your trigger, pull it over. Done. Now we want a roof. So we click the copy button and the trigger on the green and bring it up. Now we have a box. We're in a box. So this is the start of our level. We can change the color of this block by clicking this little pencil button and it brings up a color base. Let's say we want to go with red. There's also down here it says default, the type. You could change that to neon. It's a little more cooler of a color like that. But for me, I'm a purple guy. I'm a purple guy. So we'll put this all at purple. I think it was, let's just go with the top one so keep it consistent. Top one. And then on the bottom, I think I'm just going to put red just to make it different. Okay, and we'll make it neon because that's a cool color. Okay. So here's the start of our level. That neon's a little too much, maybe. Maybe we'll just take off the neon and go to a darker red. That's good. Okay. Perfect. For me, I like to have lava on the floor. It's an instant death, or it's a quick death. And I think that if you make a level where people have to fall like really far and then they can't respawn, it just makes the game just, I don't know, it irritates me. So if you're gonna fall quick and die. If you're meant for a death. So I'll bring it over and I'm gonna place it on the same line as the one that we're on for this. We're gonna rotate it so it's perfect. That's perfect. We'll bring this into that. Bring it up. I don't like a lot of extra stuff. We'll expand it out. If I want to skew it, I can skew it. If I want to move it, I can move it, and it stays on our plane here. On that straight perfectness. Okay. If I want to bring it up, so forth, yeah. So, let's see. Right now, we're looking good. All right, let's put some walls on one side at least. So we'll bring it out, skew it as far as the lava, then we'll bring it down, making sure there's nothing below over here that you're messing up somewhere else. And a good thing to practice early on is locking your layers. When you lock the layer, you can't accidentally move it. You know, it's really helpful. So I only do one side because I want to see what I'm making here, and it may make it a little easier. Oh, another thing is, see how it's all black in the background here? You can go to your ambient settings, and you can change it to all white if you wanted to. Let's go all white here. You just mess with these. You can do hue settings. So there's let's see, there's saturation, mix different colors. I just like it white. Make it all white. Okay. So now that we're here, I'll start with a grapple. I like the grapples. I'm not a big climber. So can I hit the ceiling? I can. So then again, I'll make it on the first platform here. Make sure it's good. Come to the side. Make sure it looks good. It's off over here. Now it's on. We'll bring it down across the whole width here. Make it a little more wider, and I'll bring it straight up to the ceiling. Okay, and then I will bring it over. And depending on how far you want them to swing, if it's closer to them, they only have a radius to swing just right here, and that's how far they can go, just right there. But if you bring it out farther, then they have to reach for that, and they're going to get a farther swing. So it's going to be a lot farther of a jump. So it's really important where you place your grapple blocks. A lot of people just place them wherever and kind of go with it, but I don't think that's the best way to go. I think there's strategy to how fast you want someone to go or how slow you want them to go based on where the grapplers are. So right here is fine. I'm probably going to go a little farther over and up and see if I can hit that. You should always test if you can do it or not just place it. The red dot up there means that it'll grapple, but sometimes if it's white, it'll still grapple. So you just have to do it. Here, I'll show you an example. Let's see if we can get it to work. That's good for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grapple. I'm going to go high and let go before I start falling. And I'm just going to bring a block down. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to where we were. I'm going to do it again. Go high and then release. And then stop. Put another block there. And that way, if you're editing solo, you know kind of a distance of how far a player can go with that grapple and where you can put the next block. So if I grab this, click the copy, I'll bring it over on that line. I know we can get higher than that, so I know we can at least get up to here, if not higher. And let's say we bring it over. I feel like that should be a good spot. Let's give it a test. Let's leave that there for now. Swing up. Yeah, we can easily grab it. All right, so we know that we can move this block now. Thank you for helping, Mr. Block. We could delete him. Delete this block. And because that's there, and we have to make an obstacle for, why is that there? I'm going to add, make sure it's straight. Is that straight? That looks straight. So I'm going to make it so you have to go over this. Like that. That'll work. Bring it a little thicker. Okay. Give it a try. Perfect. So let's bring this up to match this. Okay, we're good here. Put a block down. So let's see. I'm going to get risky and do something a little fun. See if we can grab it. That's good. I'll bring that over just a tad. Make this a little wide. Okay. Move this block. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. All right, let's see how that works. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this over like so. Ooh, okay, all right. All right, making it too hard for myself. Perfect. The way I build my maps is I like to give people at least a chance. If you make your maps too hard, most people won't play them a lot. They'll play them once and they'll go, oh, that's too hard. You want the map where your friends can go and play a few levels and not have to worry about being game. So I put a little, so you can't hit it up here. We'll go halfway through to there. And then we will put another one. We're going to copy and bring this green all the way over here to this. Maybe extend it out just a little bit to get rid of that fire, just like so. Might as well bring this all the way over. Let's give it a try. Hopefully it's not too hard. Okay. I feel like I can get a pretty large swing. Maybe most people can't do that swing. Okay. It's looking good, looking good. Let's bring this down. Where are we gonna, how far do we need to make it? That's fair. Okay. So right now this is what we have, pretty basic, but it's all within this box that we're building. Oh, I forgot to put a start here. So we're gonna put a start here. Make it a little bigger. And this is where people will spawn in when they first start. So if you want them to start here, this is our first level. This is what we're going to do. A lot of times I like to make a lobby ahead of time and put a lobby there so they have something cool to look at before they start the game, or somewhere where your friends can meet up. All right, so this one seems to be good. Oh, that's too hard of a swing. Oh! All right, so let's fix this up. Let's do, you'll see what I'm going to do this in a minute. Okay. We're going to grab, copy the green one, keeping it there. Instead of making a new block, I build off the other blocks because it's easier. Put the roof on. But because of that, we're going to have to bring this down. That should work. But what I'm afraid of is I think we swing higher than that when we come up. Maybe not. Okay. Bring that down. That looks good. Then what we'll do is we will grab this one, bring it out and over, skew it down so we can work with it easier. And then we're going to make this flat. There we go. And we should have the distance from this swing down, so it shouldn't be too far. That should work. Let's bring this over, skew it out. Bring this down to the next part. That should work. Let's see how it looks. Cool. Works good. All right, so I'm gonna make this a little weird here. Let's see how what we can get with it. So first things first. Let's see if we can make this happen. Stay on this line. Bring this out. Change the color of it. We're gonna go to yellow. I'm gonna bring this in. Bring this up. And then over. Grab this. Bring it over. One more time. Skew down. Bring across. We're gonna make a cube here. Bring this over. Now we have our cube. Okay. We have to make a backing off this one. So we'll go like this. Push this in. That should be good. That blocks off our other level. Perfect. And our goal is to go up here. This is going to be our next spot. Keeping it in the cube. Keeping it in the cube. Grab this guy. Copy. Green arrow. We're going to close him off over here. Make sure there's no hole. Looks good. That looks good. We'll bring this up. So now when we play it, where is it? We're aiming for here. That's fun. That's fun. What we can also do though, is we'll put a bounce block up here, just for fun. And we'll put it on the rotation tip. Slide it down. Slide this down. We'll see if that works or not. I feel like it needs to be lower. So here's a cool trick. If we want to bring this straight down, we can't because the arrows are showing that it's going to go this way. A good way to do it is to bring out a block. Make sure it's flat. It's almost flat. And we're going to copy, you're going to bring your joystick to the right and click the trigger. And it's going to make this. Whatever the red ball touches, it's going to go. So if we touch this one first, it thinks it's the cube and it's going to allow us to move it up and down, but we just grab both of them. So those are both selected right now. And we're going to bring this down. I'd say to here would be fine. Get rid of the block. Let's give it a whirl. Let's try it again. There we go. We made it. I'll skew this down, make sure it doesn't affect it. We're good. So there's our next level. Let's bring this up like so. And cover this up. We can make this fun. Let's add some ice. I do love ice. And then we could put our ending right here. Okay. In there. What we'll do is we'll grab our top, copy, bring it down, and then cap it off. There we go. Full box with our ending here. Now with our ending here, we could continue to not put the ending here and maybe start another spot for a checkpoint and then continue on our map. Or we could leave it as the end. It's up to us. Until next time.